Welcome to my Purpose Talk Show, where you are taught how to discover yourself, where you are given a purpose drive, where you are blessed, where you are found, where you can discover yourself, where you know you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Bless you. Amen.
Welcome to my Purpose Talk Show. My name is Folashade Abedeje. On today's episode on the show, I have here with me a guest speaker in person of Pastor Ifaturoti Adeolu. He's a pastor, he's a teacher, he's a writer, he's the visionary behind Joy in Here, which is a ministry that does outreaches in the name of Jesus. On the show today, he'll be speaking to us on walking in purpose. As I'll be asking him questions in that line, he'll be giving us response accordingly. Welcome with me, Pastor Ifaturoti, on the show.
Thank you very much for the invitation to be at the studio today. I'm very grateful. As I said, my name is Adeolu Ifaturoti. I'm a preacher and I'm also a business consultant by profession.
Alright, thank you so much for coming on the show. So, what can you tell us about purpose?
Purpose is that very thing which you are called to do. That very thing which you are called to do by your maker. Just like a car manufacturer, there is a purpose for the car, and that is the reason why he made the car. So whether be it any color, be it whatever kind of thing it is, there is one specific purpose for it to accomplish, which is for a man. The same thing, there is that specific purpose for him to accomplish in life, irrespective of his color, irrespective of the style, irrespective of his packaging, or anything it could be.
Alright, sir, thank you so much for that response. So, in line with purpose, when and how did you start this purposeful journey?
No, purpose starts not like, it might not be intentional. Purpose might not start to be intentional. It might just be something you're just doing casually before you discover that, wait, I think this is what I was actually called for. I could remember that when I was growing up, people used to call me bishop, people used to call me all this and that. And then until 2007, which I gave my life to Christ, I never saw myself in that line. I always see myself as a politician. Now let's go into politics and do whatever we could do in politics. But as time goes on, I noticed that I just loved preaching. After I gave my life to Christ, after a week, I started preaching and all that. And all of a sudden, doors were just opening. Doors for preaching the gospel were just opening, and from there, I discovered that doing any other thing here would be very funny apart from that. So I think that's the main thing about purpose, how I got started.
So, you have a ministry by name Joy in Here. What brought about the vision?
Alright, I think we need to understand that once we start and we are now deliberate or conscious of purpose, we need to introduce structure so that it could run as a system on earth. It could run effectively. So a system was introduced, and that was what batted Joy in Here. After we discovered that this is what we are meant to do, discovering the cause, so we had to build the structure. Just like when God created man, after the man he created, Adam and Eve, it was a system he created to give birth to others. So after we've done some couple of outreaches, unorganized in that sense, we discovered that we could go on and organize and make it more effective and impactful.
Okay. So, Joy in Here has been a ministry that was structured to pursue your teaching ministry and every other thing as per purpose.
Exactly.
Alright, thank you, sir. So, you authored a book by name Walking in Purpose. Can you tell us what inspired you to write that book, sir?
Actually, it was at a program in my own church, King's Concert. We were having that particular night, and I just had it that it's time to write. It's time to write. So that was December 29. Well, I saw it and I didn't know exactly what to write. I was writing on some other things. For instance, as man is a spirit that has a soul and lives in a body, and all those things. I've never written anything about purpose before in that sense. But immediately I got that instruction, I prayed about it. I spoke with my mentors and all that, and I discovered that it was about purpose. So I needed to read over 105 books on purpose first to understand what has gone ahead before you sit down to write yours, so that you won't be defining something that has already been well defined, like as if we are in the 17th century. That That's it.
Alright, sir. So I haven't written a book on working in purpose. What can you tell us about working in purpose?
I think working in purpose is just all about hearing and following whatever God is saying to you to do. He said, if you are willing and obedient, you shall eat the good of the land. He said, I know the thought I think toward you, thought of peace and not of evil. So it's just about you being able to hear God and following his steps like Jesus Christ did. Hearing God and just following his steps. Doing exactly what he asked you to do.
So you are saying, as per working in purpose, you just have to hear God and follow what He wants you to do part time.
Exactly. It's all about whatever I see my father do, I do also. Like Jesus said.
So having begun this purposeful journey, what do I watch out for in this journey? What do I watch out for?
One, you have to watch out that you are not fixed. You don't have a fixed erroneous idea. You have to be flexible. Because if you are going to look at it, when Joshua was looking at Moses, Moses used the rod to part the Red Sea and all that. But when it came to Joshua's time, he needed to go around and shout hallelujah. So you need to understand that you know this the way it has always been working, but don't have a fixed erroneous idea. You can't be fixed. You have to be very flexible because God can change what He's telling you at any time, and the style can be varied.
Thank you, sir. So, for a person that has one discovered purpose, but at some point in time got distracted, got defeated, got off the track, what is your advice to that person on coming back on track as per working in purpose?
I must first say that there is nobody on earth that have gone too far that cannot make a comeback. So there is nowhere you are. Just like the prodigal son, arise wherever you are, come back home. Your place is secured, your place is intact, you have everything, the shoes are at home and the likes. There is no time God can be stranded with any man's life. If you have gotten stuck somewhere, what you call crisis or what you call fallback, you will discover at the end of time that all things work together for good. For instance, when David got to sleep with Bathsheba, he gave birth to a child who died, and then Solomon came out the wisest king that ever lived. It means that at the end of it all, you will discover that all things still work together for good.
Alright, sir. So let's just say, as a process of coming back, what do I need to watch out for? Like maybe repentance, maybe deciding to obey, maybe all those stuff to as per restoration period.
Okay. When they were to go make some trees at the river and the axe fell, and the question the prophet asks is, where did it fall? So the question you need to ask yourself is, where did I get it wrong? Where did I miss it? Was it when I started talking with certain set of people? Was it when I started doing some certain set of things? That where did I get it wrong? And once you are able to locate that, you make a U-turn from it and then you continue.
Okay, thank you, sir, for that response. So the next question is, what makes a person solidly rooted in purpose? Like, what can you be doing that, having done that thing and still doing that thing, we can say you are, rooted and, solidly grounded in purpose?
If there's anything, I think that should be love. Love, once you have love for God, which He loved us first, and then once you love for humanity and everything, love will compare you. When Paul was praying, he said that we should be rooted and grounded in love. So I think that should be the deep roots of everything, love for everything.
Okay. Thank you so much for that. So the next question is, okay, you are into ministry, like you are into purpose and all, and yet you still have a career, like you're studying something in the university. So what's the correlation between your purpose and your career?
I would say that career is just a platform which you have in order to fulfill purpose. For instance, now just like this studio it is that we are here together now and we are talking. No, this studio is not just meant, we are not just sitting here for nothing. There's a purpose. So you can equate this studio we are now as a career, as a platform for you. For instance, if I go out to preach, standing on the podium is not my purpose. My purpose is to do the gospel, to preach the gospel. So it means that career is just a platform. Why what I'm doing. and we have to build a good career. Just like Joseph was the prime minister, we can claim to be a career, but when he got there, he discovered, according to Genesis chapter 45, that he said, God has sent me ahead to preserve you. So it means that his purpose was to preserve people. Why his career in court was to be a prime minister, a minister for agriculture, in order to preserve the people. So it's a platform, and people must invest so well in their career if they fulfill purpose. Because if you compare an horn, if you take it and you blow it, all what it will do is woo, woo, woo. But if you take a saxophone, for instance, you can put muffler into it, you can modulate, you can do as you like. So your career, your investments in your career and how far you are able to go will help you to be able to multitask and do a lot of things in destiny. That's why career is very important.
Alright, thank you, sir. So the final question is, what's your final words to the audience as per discovering their purpose and working in it? What do you have to say to them? And also, how can they reach you, in knowing more about your ministry and getting in touch with you?
Alright, thank you. I will start by saying that everybody has a purpose to fulfill in life. There is a particular reason why you are born, and go for it. Be intentional, be deliberate. Don't give yourself an excuse. I know people have said that just do it afraid. Just do it afraid. But come to think of it, if you can do it afraid, why will God spend time with Joshua telling you that be of good courage? It means you need boldness. You just have to be bold in order to step into your destiny.
Alright, so how can they reach you?
Of course, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Twitter, and on Instagram. That's Adeolu Ifaturoti. Adeolu Ifaturoti, and easily get me through that.
Alright. Thank you, sir. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you very much for the invitation.
Alright, as we've heard from our guest speaker, speaking on working in purpose, he said working in purpose has to do with hearing from God and doing what He asked you to do. And he has also spoken to us about being bold, being intentional, being deliberate about working in purpose. So it's not just about hearing from God alone. After you've heard from God, you have to take that step and go out to work in purpose. So our guest speaker here has authored a book, like I said on the show, Working in Purpose. You can do it to get your copy. It will give you more information about working in purpose. You can reach out to him on the platform that he has spoken on. So after today's episode, we'll be coming on with different guest speakers that will be speaking to us on purpose. And do well to follow us on our social media platform at My People's Talk Show. Thank you so much for watching this episode, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you.